Well, we've certainly gotten an earful this morning, and now to help us understand what it all means, we turn to our all-star panel, Peggy Noonan of the Wall Street Journal, Bob Woodward, who writes for The Post, Bill Kristol, columnist for the Weekly Standard, and former White House Chief of Staff turned contributor to CBS News, Bill Daley. All of them here at the table today. Bill, you actually have some news, I understand, because you've learned that the Republicans are going to, present an alternative to Obamacare?
Yeah, I mean, Obamacare is, I think, really a disaster and not getting better. But the best talking point Democrats have had is, well, what would you do? Just go back to the status quo ante, which wasn't so great. People losing health insurance, at least allegedly, if they had pre-existing conditions, poor people having trouble getting health insurance. So I think I'm not supposed to be revealing this, but since you asked me, I guess I just have to say it. No, senior Republican senators tomorrow are going to lay out the outlines of legislation, which I think will become real legislation. There would be a conservative reform alternative to Obamacare. It would deal with the pre-existing condition problem. It would have tax credits for the poor. It would get rid of all the ridiculous bureaucracy, regulation, limitations of Obamacare. And I think this will be Senator Coburn of Oklahoma, who's retiring, very well respected. Senator Hatch, who is the ranking Republican on the Finance Committee, will become chairman of Senate Finance next year if Republicans win the Senate. And Senator Burr, who's senior on the Health Committee. So this is a serious piece of legislation. It could get, I think, pretty across-the-board support from Republican senators. There are some tweaks in it. There'll be debates among Republicans and conservatives about how generous to be with the subsidies and with the tax credits and so forth. But I think it really will make it harder for the president and for Democrats to say the Republicans have no alternative.
Will there be any chance that that could pass?
If Republicans win the Senate in November, I think in 2015, you could imagine a Republican Senate and a Republican House passing this. Republican House might even pass it this year. And again, then it's up to the president whether he wants to abandon Obamacare and sign on to a sensible health care reform.
Peggy, what do you think about Ted Cruz today? Does he still enjoy the support that he